They know, 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 they know. Tunnel vision when I hit the holly. Working on that cause my mind is on an island. Told my babies I'll be homeless, so don't stay up. Breaks my heart to see them sad, so I won't wait up. Need it all that's mine, I need it now. I lost my patience the same week I lost my smile. My baby pressed me, said I'm acting like a child. I took some L's, can lie, that really brought me down. I'm so antisocial, but I guess it's type selected. Swear I'll make a change, but for now I just can't help it. Only trusting God in these scars that I've been dealt with. I'ma do my job, time to grind, time to know. They know, 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 they know. Friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. When my friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, bet I strike. I go hard day and night, yeah. I go hard day and night. 1 to 1, no surprise. See the hate in their eyes. My brothers blood money bleed. I got the game in the squeeze. What would you do for some green? What would you do for some blues? Go pick and choose, a family of cheese. Some people not built like that. Some people get killed like that. Pressure like water, lights, mortgage, I been at bills like that. Now I got kids like that. No wonder why I feel like that. Some people go to war for nothing. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. Some people go to war for none. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. When my friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, bet I strike. I go hard day and night. Money on the line, keep calling. Money on the books, ain't all that. My kids, they'll be ballin'. Got a real bankroll, not for Instagram. My mama on the line, keep calling. Praying for me, know I need all that. Told me it's not about ballin'. Real blessed, but I'm still sinning, man. What would you do for a win? What would you do for your friends? What if this life is a foe? What if it all is pretend? What if you roll to the end? What if you started again? This is real life, not a game. I fight my battles to win. But some people go to war for none. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. Some people go to war for none. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. When my friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, bet I strike. I go hard day and night.
What up, what up, what up? What's happening?
What up, what up, what up? It's the Bottom Line Sports Show. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I'm Flo, that guy over there, that's Canteen, Cam the Stat Man.
Let's do it, bro. When this, I'm trying to learn the song by myself. I got a right, I got a heart, I got a dive. Yeah, it's good though. I love it, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So welcome to the show, Bottom Line Sports Show, man. Here we are. I don't know if Hot Rod's gonna make it. But hey, all I gotta say, man, how about them Spurs? How about them Spurs, baby?
Man, that was a great game, man. Go Spurs, go, bro.
Go Spurs, go, baby. Let's go. Spurs haters. I didn't know there's so many Spurs haters out there. Spurs haters out there. Hey, but anyway, we can get into this. Hey, Canteen, we made it 2K on the Facebook group. We're up to
Let's
2K.
go.
On our way
Let's
to
go.
2.1K. We got about 40 people to get to 2.1. So we're 2K right now in the Facebook group.
Yeah.
Hey, can we change our handle on Facebook? We are TBL Sports. Make it easier. TBL Sports. You'll find us if you mention Facebook, TBL Sports.
Yeah.
We're still the Bottom Line Sports on what do you call it? On the
YouTube,
yeah.
Twitch.
Hey, thanks to the Let's Talk Sports Network, and also Keith Engel with TBI Sports Talk. They're partnered with. We appreciate them sharing our stuff. Hey, time for Can's favorite music.
Drop it on down low.
Drop it on down low. Can's favorite music. And you made it this week. Good week. You had a good week.
Yeah, busy week, man. It's peak PCS season, man. So a lot of stuff is going on throughout the week. So it kind of gives me an appreciation for us doing it on the weekends and on Sundays. I mean, we can eventually go back to what we were doing, but
right.
I mean, throughout Tuesday through Thursdays are pretty packed days, man. But it's been a good week. The weather, man, here is hot. It's hot and dry.
Warm here, oh my God. What's it like over there?
It's like maybe 80,
like right now.
Like 80, 82. But I mean,
93 in El Paso.
But it's warm here, man, and it's always dry. And then it's like,
hey, look, we're gonna talk a little.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You want to talk that first?
No, we don't talk about. I'm just teeing it up.
Yeah, tee it up, man. Because
I'm gonna run some topics here. We're gonna talk a little Game 7 Western Conference Finals, a little baseball standings, some college football, especially the beef between Texas and Texas Tech.
Yep.
A little beef got started. Some more college football news. I know you want to talk about that, and then of course we'll go do some projections on the NBA Finals. Knicks versus Spurs. It's all set. NBA Finals is all set.
It is, bro.
So, here we go, man. So let's get into this Game 7 Western Conference Final. San Antonio Spurs defeated the Oklahoma Thunder 111-103 in Game 7 on the road on May 30th. Oklahoma City winning 4-3 to advance to the finals for the first time since 2014.
Yeah,
this was a big heavyweight clash. A lot of people in Canteen think this was whoever wins this is winning the finals. There was a lot of talk about that when it first started, especially whoever's winning the West is that's pretty much the favorites. But the Knicks have been playing pretty well. Now, granted, I think they had a little easier path, but they were destroying everybody. It wasn't. They made it look easier than it probably should have been. And so, we've defeated defending champs. And then two-time MVPs, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, or SGA, were the number 2 seed, led by Victor Wembanyama. Even though they had home court advantage and they were the favorite throughout, pretty much. I mean, they pretty much were favored, especially their home games. And they hadn't lost. I think it's been a long time. It's been like 30. I don't remember what it was. It's been a long time since they've lost 2 in a row. I think 37 games or something like that. They've never lost 2 in a row. And so, but yeah, that came in clutch. Victor Wembanyama or Wemby, 22.7 rebounds. And if you want to get to any of the other stats and stuff like that, I won't take your thunder. But
man.
Hey, there's an APB on Chet Holmgren apparently. No one can find him. But you go ahead, talk the stats, and let me know your thoughts on this game.
Hey man, so Game 7 took place up in Oklahoma City last night, man. When you look at the score ended up being 111-103, correct? Is that right?
Yeah, 111.
Right, 103, man. Your top performers, man. Wemby ended up scoring 22.7 rebounds, 2 blocks, 1 assist. Julian, is it Champagnie or Champagnie? I believe that's his name.
It's Champagnie.
Champagnie, 20.6 rebounds, 6 for 10 from the 3-point. Stephon Castle, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. De'Aaron Fox, 15 points and 5 assists. The biggest thing that propelled or kept the Spurs in the realm that they were, they had 7 players that ended up in double figures, man. That's huge. That's fantastic. Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 35 points, 9 assists. He had 35 points, 9 assists, 4 rebounds. That was his game high. Cason Wallace, 17.7 rebounds. Jalen Williams, 11 points, 10 rebounds. Chet Holmgren, 4 points. I mean, he had a really, really quiet game. But when we look at the stats, from the field goal, I mean, both teams are about neck and neck at about 45%. When you look at the three-point range, the Spurs 17 for 40, 43%. The OKC 12 for 35, 34%. Free throws, I mean, the Spurs 14, 19. Yeah, 17 for 22. Rebounds, 40 rebounds for Spurs, 38 rebounds for Thunder.
Yep.
Assists 21. I mean, it was a pretty much neck and neck game, man. 21 assists for Spurs, 23 for the Thunder, and both teams had about the same turnovers, 12 to 13. I mean, Spurs had 12, Thunder had 13. But the thing that helped propel the Spurs throughout this game, man. The Spurs led 32 to 25 after the first quarter, and they control the boards, they control offense and defense, and they control most of the game. The only key pivotal point for the OKC Thunder was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He couldn't control everything. He couldn't do everything by himself. And I think SGA carried the team, but had lack of support. The Spurs, they killed him with depth. You know, they killed him with depth at the end of the game.
Well, that's a surprising thing, Canteen, because that's been our Achilles heel. Our bench scoring, and turnovers. Top 4 players and turnovers had been our Achilles heel, and we kind of cleaned that up on the road.
Yeah, man. So that speaks big volume for you guys. Like I said, my only thing is, man, you guys have been fighting nail tooth and comb throughout the duration of the Western Conference Finals, and to me, the Western Conference Finals is like the finals, but then it's like, you guys had to do a turn and burn last night or early this morning. You guys are back home, and then you guys are, nursing injuries, resting up, working on wounds and different things, so you guys can come out and be ready to play on Wednesday night. But my thing is, man, you got a well-rested New York Knicks team.
Yeah. I mean, they are well-rested. That's going to be the key, that whole, how they say, rest versus rust. The Knicks going to be resting out now. They haven't been throughout, but the competition steps up quite a bit, I think, against the Spurs, right?
And as I told you the other day when we did our previous show last weekend, man, I feel that OKC would have been a better matchup for the Knicks.
Right.
The Spurs are going to bring the kitchen sink and more because they have more experience. Well, OKC is more experienced. OKC is the more experienced team.
Right.
But I'm afraid of the Spurs. But I think the Spurs, if they play, decent basketball, and Wemby.
Does this cement Wemby as the best player in the NBA right now? He was the future. Is he the present now? Is he now the present as they make it into the finals? Even though SGA was either him or Brunson at this point. Those are your two top tier teams from both organizations. My thing is, if Wemby just play in the paint, man. Don't worry about beyond the arc. Just play your game in the paint, because I don't foresee anybody that could match up good against you by you actually playing your position and playing it well. Hey, did you share this on our sport page?
Oh, yeah, I'm glad you said that, man.
Yeah. So it's one of those things, Canteen. Here's the thing, though. Like you said, the Spurs are pretty young. They're young, and they seem to be ahead of the curve, right? Usually, the young teams, they have to go through this growing process. Maybe they get put out in the first round or the second round, and then they get to the Western Conference Finals, or they get to the to the conference finals, and then they get put out maybe once or twice, and then they finally break through, right? And this team, they did go through a long series, but they are all young. I mean, Dylan Harper is a rookie. Castle's only been in the league a couple years. Wemby's only been in the league 2 or 3 years. Vassell's only, I think, 3 years. I mean, they got a lot of youth on there. So I think that could make the difference as far as recovering, with the short turnaround, like you said, a turn and burn, going up going back up. But the good news is they're playing at home these first couple of games.
They're playing at home Wednesday and Friday. Open up at home. And my thing is this right here. You guys didn't have to take a major road trip in that sense, man. You guys went a few hours up on the plane and went back home. And I think all of that's in the same time zone. Am I right? Mm-hmm. Or it's like a 1 hour difference between Oklahoma and San Antonio.
No, it's the same time zone.
So it's the same time zone, man. It shouldn't affect you all that much. My biggest thing is, man, just getting back, getting well rested, and being able to produce and play, man. Because once you get to the finals, this is the big stage. This is where it's all or none, and this is where a lot of people, a lot of attention is being drawn upon you at this point in time, man. Especially for a guy, Wemby, and then Stephon Castle. Stephon Castle's a kid out of Georgia, Covington, Georgia, which is like a relatively small town. I think Hot Rod mentioned it. They're close to where me and Hot Rod were born and raised, so they're having a big ordeal for him up in his hometown. Went to UConn, so he's young. I mean, they got a lot of young talent, but you have to be able to hone that young talent and be able to go out and produce and do well, man. So I think it'll be a nice matchup, man.
So we'll talk a little bit more about the matchup, but later on, and kind of get more in depth in that. But talk about this game as far as the Thunder. What's missing for the Thunder? Can they come back and come back again to another Western Conference final? Is the window closing? What do you think about the Thunder and them being able to come back from this after losing in the Western Conference final to a very tough series, to a younger team, less experienced team? Is it something they're missing? Is it just the window's closing? What do you think?
All right, man. So when you look at the OKC Thunder, man, when you look at, and I'll just hit their numbers throughout, their average numbers throughout the season, but those guys would score at least 120 points a game, at least 50 rebounds, 30 assists. They shoot from the field at least 50%, 3-point range 40%. They're very strong offensively and they have depth. My biggest concern with these guys, man, is being consistent late in the game. And I think throughout the playoff series, they did really well. But when it comes down to being the late portion of the game, they don't perform well, and then they're not as consistent. I mean, you put a lot on SGA by him being the MVP, by him scoring at least 27 points a game. What was that? You good?
No, I was just gonna say that. I mean, their bench have been playing pretty well.
Yeah, and then with him, and then like I said, their bench would come in.
I mean, their bench has been playing pretty well. It just seems like it right here. They kind of let him down. Chet wasn't. I mean, he hasn't had a great series at all.
Man, the hardest thing, the thing that really killed them, man, is they couldn't close out games 6 and 7 efficiently. Their defense, they didn't have consistent defense late in the game, and like I said, they rely heavily upon one person, which is SGA, and that kind of hinders you from being successful and thriving because you can't put all that on one person. And like I said, Holmgren, he matched up good against Wemby, but then there were times when he was lacking as well.
Yeah, I mean, he matched up well, but it seemed like his offense was lacking. And even if you look at SGA, this is probably one of his best games of the series. He wasn't playing well, and kind of the team was carrying him. Caruso had a couple of big games. McCain had some big games. The Williams brothers, boys, they a couple of them had, they kind of fell through. Of course, they had what's his name was hurt. Can't remember his name. The other Williams guy, the other Jalen Williams. He was injured. And then they had AJ. I think I'm trying to remember his last name, but AJ, he was injured as well. So they had a couple injuries, but at the same time, it feels like if the bench wasn't clicking, they're going to have a tough time.
And I mean,
really SGA's best game.
Yeah, and then I mean, like I said, Holmgren played decent. Jalen Williams played. He scored and he was a playmaker. But then you had Hartenstein. Hartenstein was a rebounder and he had much of an interior presence, but he really didn't do well. And then, like I said, you had Cason Wallace. I mean, he was a young 2-8 guard. I mean, he did all right. And Caruso was a veteran, but it's like these guys, they just didn't have the leverage. And then AJ Mitchell, young guard. You also had Jared McCain. He was a rookie, but he didn't. I mean, he played decent. You remember the guy Kendrick Williams?
Yeah.
I mean, he did all right. And then, like I said, Topic was a young playmaker as well. So I mean, these guys, I think they can get back now. Do I think they can get back there next year? Right. I think if they clean up a lot of things on both sides of the ball and they bring that same tenacity back out, I think. Here's my thing: if the Spurs can win the finals, they may hang their hat on being the next biggest thing out of the West. At this point.
What I'm saying is that the window closed, not just because the window's closing, but because the Spurs have closed their window. This was their time, and now it's the Spurs.
If
time.
OKC didn't do it, I'm not counting OKC. I mean, you understand that OKC will have a playoff presence. The Timberwolves, some of your teams will have that same presence. But I'm talking about the team that you can take house money and gamble house money on will be the San Antonio Spurs.
Right. I mean, it's their conference now, I would think. It seems like it, right?
From what I've seen in that series, and especially last night.
And this is why I say that, Canteen, because they're all very young. 3 years, maybe for most of them, 3 or 4 years experience. And we're talking about the starters, and they're only going to get better. Dylan is only going to get better. Dylan Harper's only going to get better.
He's only going to grow. His game is only going to develop and become better.
There's Keith Angle. He's a Knicks fan. He's a Knicks fan, so he's rooting for the Knicks.
And Flo, that's why when we get to the point about the Knicks, man, I got some things I want to really, really share about the Knicks.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, you want to come in, Mr. Keith Angle, talk about your Knicks? Hey, I'll send you the link if you want to. Let me know there if you want to talk some Knicks with us. Yeah. Because I know he's a big Knicks fan. He's also a Patriots fan. So, man, he's been happy because his Patriots went to the Super Bowl. Now his Knicks are in the NBA championship. He's been having a good year.
Now, my thing is this. I mean, I'm not going to jump off the basketball bet, but Patriots next year, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about the Patriots next year either.
Nah, man.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, he's enjoying a good run here for him because he's a Patriot. And he's a Yankees fan, so I feel like he's a bandwagon guy. I mean, at least he's not a Lakers fan, because that would be definitely bandwagon. Well, I mean, he's not a bandwagon because the Knicks have been suffering for a while. So, man,
these guys, they haven't done anything since.
Yeah, he's I think he's been a fan for a long time. So, the Knicks have suffered, but as far as Patriots and the Yankees, that's kind of bandwagon-ish. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, but congratulations to the Knicks. They're there too. The Spurs. We're going to talk a little bit about that later on. Look, Keith, yeah, appreciate you, Keith. Yeah, we'll talk a little. Let's talk a little baseball. Let's throw through the baseball. Our baseball guy is not here, Hot Rod, but let me see. Oh, okay, he says 60 years. 60 years.
1970, like the 1970s. That's was the last time they won a championship.
Yeah, to be fair, they were in the finals, 99, I think, right? Is that the last time?
They played you all in 99, and that's when Tim Duncan in that crowd,
So they've been to the mountaintop. They just hadn't gotten an actual chip in 60-ish years, according to Keith Angle. That's a long time. That's longer than the Cowboys, man.
Yeah.
Twice as long. So, double. The Knicks fans have been suffering for a long time.
For quite some time, some time.
Let's get into the baseball here. Major League Baseball season is strong. Division race is shaping up, especially in the AL East. If you want to talk a little bit about the AL East, the Rays looking good, pushing the Yankees over there. Give me some of your thoughts on the.
All right, man. So when we look at your division leaders at the American League right now, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays are 36-20.
13 years old. He was 13 years old when they were there.
He was I wouldn't even thought about.
I think I was barely born. I was a little baby.
Yeah, man. The Guardians are leading. The Guardians are leading the Central at 34-27, and also the Mariners are 30-29. You have the Braves. They're the best baseball team in the entire Major League Baseball at this point in time.
Right.
They are at 40-20. The Milwaukee Brewers are at 35-21, and the Yankees. I'm not the Yankees. The Dodgers are at 37-21. Now we can go through each division. You want to go through all the divisions and hit it like that? We can hit the American League East.
You just hit the key ones. You just hit.
So right now, as you just mentioned, man, right now, in the East, you have the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. They are the top team. That's in the East. They're at 36-20. You have the Yankees at 35-23. The Blue Jays 29-31. So right now, that race between that division is the Tampa Bay Devil Rays are leading that division at this point. When we look at the Central, the Guardians 34-27, and the White Sox surprisingly are playing really, really good baseball, and they're at 32-27. So they're like a game behind the Guardians for the American League Central. The American League West is the Mariners at 30-29, and then the Oakland A's, they're at 28-30, which is really, really good.
So so let's talk a little bit about the Rays. You give me your thoughts. They seem to be being able to hold them off. I don't think we can sleep on the fact that they've got a lot of depth. The Rays, do you think they can hold off the Yankees?
I mean, at this point in the season, it's a close race. What I will say about the Devil Rays, man, let me hit some numbers with them. Their batting average is at 260. They've scored 257 runs, 47 home runs. Their pitching ERA is 3.77 to 3.82. So they have a solid pitching staff. They have a strong offensive scheme as well. So I think with them, man, here's some of the top hitters that they have for their organization as well. Yandy Diaz, Jonathan Arenado Jr., Caminero, and Chandler Simpson. Those are top players. And Nick Martinez is the best pitcher that they have. He's accumulated 5 wins. The thing about the Devil Rays, man, they have a balanced lineup. They have strengths on both sides of the ball. They have strong pitching there. They have good defense, and they're able to win close games. And that's what baseball is all about. You want to be able to win a game and close it out in 9 innings, not go the duration of playing extra innings to win a baseball game. Their weaknesses are Flo, they're not a big home run team. And when it comes to scoring, they score, but they don't score on like a large quantities. Like if they're in the middle or like they could be up 1 or 2 points, and then another team may jump them and score multiple runs, and they're not, and they don't have they have the propensity to catch up and score, but they have to be consistent in doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Yeah, we'll talk about your Braves here in a minute because they seem to be pulling away. But what about the AL West where my Rangers are at? They're not doing too well. They're 28-31, but they're only 2 games back from first.
2 games back, yeah.
What do you think Texas needs to do? I mean, where are they kind of need to pick it up? The pitching, the hitting. What do you think?
Here's the thing with the Texas Rangers, man. My thing with them is that they're 2 games behind. They still have the propensity to catch up and do what they need to do along the way. The biggest thing that all baseball teams need to focus on at this point, because we've already hit Memorial Day, man, and we're rolling to June. Right. They're in 3rd place, like 2.5 games back. But let me get this point. Their batting average 234. They've scored 231 runs, 60 home runs. Their pitching. You guys have a strong pitching cast. Right. You have a strong pitching cast. Your best hitter is I don't know if you know this guy, Josh Jung. Yeah. He leads the team in overall hits. He's the best batter. Jake Burger's Tech. I believe he's Tech. So, Jake Burger's your best power hitter. And Ezekiel Duran is like a multiverse type guy. Jacob deGrom is your best pitcher. Here's what I think, man. There's a lot of baseball left to be played, Flo. The biggest thing that you guys need to focus on, man, is grinding. You know, as I mentioned the other day, man, baseball teams have, I think, how many games? Is 82 games? I believe it's 82 games. Or no, more than that.
I think
100.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the hundreds.
I gotta pull this up because I won't feel right. But my thing is this: they have to be able to run up into All-Star break. 162 games.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know it was in the hundreds.
Baseball games. I think it's 82 basketball or something like that. My bad.
Yeah, 82 is basketball. Don't get it.
But when it comes to baseball, you have the time to build, and finish and grind strong.
Yeah.
Your team, the Rangers, if they can make a push and grind all the way.
What do we need by the deadline? What do we need by the deadline? What do we need? Pick up some pitching, some hitting, defense.
For me, your pitching and defense is the strongest thing on a baseball team.
Yeah.
You'll always have the scores. You always have the key hitters and stuff. The bats will be hot if you got the right hitters, but it's hard to find key pitching to deter the other team, and it's hard to find key defensive players.
Yeah.
I think if you guys step that up prior to All-Star break, before they go up to Citizens Bank when they play in Philadelphia, I think you guys will be phenomenal.
I hope so. I mean, because we're not doing well, but none of that whole division's not doing well. They're all.
That whole division. I mean,
only 2 games.
The worst team is 7.5 games behind. Then the Astros 4.
Yeah.
Then you 2, and then the Oakland A's. I mean, they've come a long way. You know.
Yeah.
A long way.
Right.
A long way, because I mean they.
Yeah. Go ahead.
They haven't been prominent in such a long time, so I mean that division is up for grabs. Now I will say this about this other division: we know the Braves are the premier top team. Then beyond that is the Phillies. Right. But then you got the Phillies and the Nationals are tied up. Man, the Mets are like 13.5 games behind, and the Marlins are 14 games. But I'm gonna tell you about the NL Central. Every team in that division, Flo, is playing at 500 baseball. So here's the thing: you got the Brewers leading that division, 35-21. The Cubs 4.5 games behind. Cardinals, Pirates 5 games behind, and then the Reds at 6 games behind. And the Reds, I think they just got beat the other night. The Braves, I was watching them play the Braves. So that's a huge point when you got every team in the division is playing at 500. They're playing decent, good baseball. And then the Dodgers are of course 37-21 out in the NL West. And I mean, the only team that may be in contention to try to make a wild card run would be the Padres and the Diamondbacks, and the Giants and the Rockies. I mean, they're both like 16 games behind at this point. So I'm keeping my eyes on the NL Central, man, because all those teams in that division are playing phenomenal baseball, man. Right.
Okay. Yeah. Any other baseball news you want to put out there? I know it's just getting started. You know.
Yeah, man.
Just getting started. What? 160 something games. We're not even quarter of the way through.
Quarter of the way, man. So we got a good ways to go.
Yeah, I got a good ways to go. By the time baseball really kicks off, we'll be into football. You know, right?
Yeah, man. We'll be in preseason, man. And
that's what everybody wants to talk about.
Football, baby.
Speaking of football, let's talk a little college football. I know you wanted to mention some college stuff, but before we go, let's apparently my Texas Tech Raiders in the beef. Well, they've always kind of been in the beef with the Longhorns.
Mm-hmm.
But we had apparently there was weeks ago. Steve Sarkisian made some comments about he didn't really specify, but everybody kind of says that he was talking about Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of implied, and he said that we had an easy schedule and he could play his 2s and 3s and go undefeated with our schedule. And then Joey McGuire, the head coach, and Kirby Holcutt, our athletic director, make some comments, and then Cody Campbell, kind of our main guy, our regent guy, he said we'll pay for our game and you pay for your game and we'll meet up in the first week. Let's go. Let's do this. Mm-hmm. So a lot of back and forth going on about the Longhorns, and this and that. So would you think Sarkisian just was a little out of pocket on that, or you think, what happened there, and we had to respond somehow.
So I think Sark is kind of full of himself. I think the biggest thing that, and let me say this point, and I'll segue into what I think about the whole matchup. Steve Sarkisian is kind of full of himself, man. If I'm Steve Sarkisian, my only objective and my only goal right now is to figure out how I'm gonna play Arch Manning and get the best football out of Arch Manning. Not only that, how am I gonna find a way to make it to Atlanta in December and play for an SEC championship? That should be the only thing that's on this guy's mind.
Right.
The SEC championship.
That's what I'm saying. Why did he even bring our name up? I mean, I don't understand.
Well, so I guess ever since
maybe he's jealous because we made it to the Final Four and he didn't.
That may be a point.
Yeah.
And then I guess Texas was part of the Big 12 before they went to the SEC, correct?
Yeah.
My thing is this, man. Focus on the SEC. Focus on winning the SEC. Focus on developing your quarterback and focus on other key wins. Now, here's the big thing. Your coach Fireback said we would love to play Texas. Hey, I get it. Now you got some huge nuts to say you'll buy both teams out.
Yeah. Coach
you buy both teams out, and here's the thing now. If it's week one, man, you don't even want to play in Lubbock week 1. I want to take this thing to AT&T. I want to take it to Dallas.
Take it to Dallas, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we to be fair, Canteen, you may not know this, but we have a pretty huge fan base in Dallas. There's a lot of alumni in Dallas.
Bro, I'm telling you, my first time ever going to Lubbock. Well, I got to Lubbock and got here, but then I went down. I was like, man, this Walmart full of Texas Tech stuff. You can see the stadium. I mean, people are like stirred crazy. So I think the Texas Tech boosters want to make this thing happen. Your coach, Jordan McGuire, said, look, man, we'll buy Texas. So you know it's a big deal. Because at the end of the day, Flo, think about it. If I'm Abilene Christian, where I'm in Abilene, Texas, which is about 2.5 hours away from Lubbock, I know I'm going to get my head kicked in. But you know what? If you want to pay off some salaries and pay some staff and pay for our accommodations and hospitality, cool. Same thing with Texas Tech. Let's take this thing to a big stage. Man, if that was week 1, that'd probably be college game day, bro. That would be a college game day type of deal. So I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I mean, you guys won the Big 12 in what, 2025?
Yeah, last year we won the Big 12.
Last year, and then you made the playoffs. So I think that's where the riff-raff, the rigmarole, and all the beefing and stuff going back and forth. But if I'm Steve Sarkisian, you are a strong contender in the SEC. But now, let me focus on an LSU with Lane Kiffin. Let me focus on Alabama with Kalen DeBoer. Let me focus on Georgia with Kirby. Let me focus on what's important. I would love this rivalry if I'm Steve Sarkisian, but I got bigger fish to fry at the end of the day.
That's what he should be worried about, right? That's what he should be worried about. Win the SEC and then come talking. You know what I mean?
If you can't win the SEC, man, you ain't like when you look at last year's game and when you look at last year how the season fizzled out, they were strong, but they couldn't win the SEC. They missed the playoff. You guys were a much better team. You won the Big 12. You made the playoff. You did what you could do, and that speaks volumes. And that's what I was telling you earlier. That's why now there ain't no hotels available in Lubbock. I mean, the hotels are sold out. The college football landscape has gotten even huger since Mahomes left there. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
So if I'm sorry, man, my thing is this, bro. I'm not focused on peanuts. I'm focused on something larger.
So I mean, really, this benefits us more than them. Because this brings attention to us nationally.
It does, because see, Flo, what happens is that would be stupid of Kirby Smart to say, hey, I want Georgia Tech. I want Georgia Tech out the gate, bro. For what?
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to play them anyway. We're going to generate the revenue. But I'm thinking, okay, man, I don't care about Tech. I'm thinking about the Arkansas, the Missouri, the Tennessee. I'm thinking about the heavyweights I got to go toe-to-toe with. A team like South Carolina, the Gamecocks, that have the ability to knock me off. I'm thinking on that platform.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're getting a lot of shine.
And they're not.
Year, and they're not. And we're in Texas. We're up in Texas, and we went to the college playoffs. We went to the Final Four, basically.
But here,
college football, and they didn't, and they were supposed to coming out of the year. They were supposed to be there.
But here's a bigger fish to fry, man. Texas State means nothing to me. It means nothing to me because I know you're gonna beat them, but then you know who they got to worry about? Ohio State. Man, at the end of the day, bro, I'm not concerned about an in-state rivalry. I'm thinking about championship, and now the landscape in the field has gotten larger.
I mean, to be fair, he should be thankful that Manning went back because he could have came.
That's my point.
He would have been pretty easily.
Here's another thing. I mean, they opened up. They'll beat Texas State, but then they got Ohio State rolling there. So I mean, their schedule looks pretty brutal.
Yeah. Go win your games. You know why are you worried about?
Man, focus on.
We're getting some shine, and they're not. We're getting some, all he did was just bring more shine to us because people
bring more notoriety. He brought more notoriety.
That's all people were talking about. I seen a couple comedians making a big deal about Texas. How we was calling them out now, and most people say there's no way you can make that happen by game one. People already bought tickets, all this kind of stuff. So it'd be very, very, very difficult.
That would be challenging.
Even if we bought them out, it would be very difficult to make that happen. So. But real quick, Canteen, tell me what you think, Brendan Sorsby. The future is uncertain ahead of 2026 season with this gambling addiction thing. He went in for treatment. He went in and apparently they're going to suspend him for the entire season. But this was happening in Cincinnati. I mean, do you think this is just NCAA is trying to come down on us because we made it up there and we're not supposed to, and we went to the playoffs, and now they're trying to bring us down just because because this is obviously been going on. It's not like it just happened when he came to Texas Tech. Do you think it'll be a little unfair for the whole season?
Here's what I'll say. The kid, great quarterback. He ended up coming to you guys, pretty good depth, 6'3", 235, from Denton, Texas. He played at Indiana, then he went to Cincinnati, right? Then he came to you, correct?
Cincinnati, yeah. I don't know if he went. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he played
in Cincinnati for 2 years. He did. He was doing pretty well.
One of the top
QBs.
He's one of the top QBs in the portal, and then you guys picked him up, man. I mean, he had hella good numbers when he played at Cincinnati. 3,000 yards passing, 27 TDs, 5 interceptions, rushed for 580 yards and 9 touchdowns. Dual threat, can run and throw. My thing is this, Flo. I think the whole season is a little extreme. If it were left up to me, because when players do stuff like this is even with Chauncey Billups and these other guys, Terry Rozier, when players and guys do stuff like this, man, you become detrimental to the organization. And then a lot of things happen because it's like, okay, you're playing for Cincinnati, but you're gambling and betting against us, and you're putting money and doing things in other places. It hurts you all across the board. And there's no telling if he was dealing with other people that were gambling or boosters or heavy hitters at other places that had a lot of money tied up in this whole gambling ring. My thing is this, man. I'll say half a season, man.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, a whole season.
Half a season.
I was gonna say 3 games, maybe.
No. So here's what I'll say. Give me a moment, Phil. Hold that thought. If it's me,
right?
Here's what I would do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You may not like this, but I'm gonna just give it to you like this. Hey, the thing with a guy like that, he can play. He can play when you guys play Abilene Christian. He can play Oregon State, Sam Houston. But where I'm gonna hurt you the most is when you play Houston, Colorado, Oklahoma. if it were left up to me, and I'm gonna go against my guns and be a little bit lenient, sit him for 4 conference games, let him play all the non-conference, but sit him for 4 conference games.
Right.
Some type of community service, some type of fine,
right.
some type of. Go ahead.
Yeah, the other issue is that we don't, our other backup guy, Will Hammond, he had an ACL, so he may not be ready for game 1. Ooh. And so, now I don't know if you heard about this. The guy, there's a QB, a dual threat quarterback from UCLA, Carson Gordon, who find a loophole to be able to transfer out with a track and field portal, and there's thoughts of him considering to transfer into Texas Tech, transferring as a track and field athlete, and then he's going to also play football, and so that's awesome. Yeah, and he's a dual threat guy. Yeah, and that could be a possibility for us.
Guy from Texas, pretty solid.
It's basically a loophole in the transfer portal because he's transferring into a different sport.
This guy, they say he's one of the fastest college athletes they've ever seen. This guy run a 4.2 40. He won a national championship triple jump. One of the fastest college athletes. Man, listen, your best bet would be.
We got a good track and field program too. Yeah.
Your best bet would be to sign somebody, but man, if it were in the hand of me as the NCAA, man, let him sit for at least 4 conference games, man. The whole season is kind of that's too much. I mean, how much did he gamble? How much did he deal with in gambling? How much money was? I mean, you got to look at all those factors.
We don't even know. Apparently, he was probably gambling illegally because it's 21. He was under 21 when this all first came out.
Yeah, so he probably on fan. He probably going to casinos and use somebody's duel and different things like that. I mean,
yeah.
4 conference games would be enough for me. I wouldn't nail him to the cross. I wouldn't crucify him. I mean, there are much more worse crimes that football players have done, and they've kind of gotten away with it.
Right.
Now, there's no way to slice and dice what a college football player does, but you kill somebody, you do something to children, or you do something that's a heinous crime. Hey, man, we're gonna put you on the cross and crucify you. Kind of like the kid Henry Ruggs. When that was unacceptable. You're drunk driving, you kill a lady, you kill you're driving. I mean, he won't ever come. I'm not saying he won't ever come back to the NFL, but the likelihood is slim to none because there are standards and discipline, and there are repercussions for the consequences and the things you do. I think this guy can be rehabilitated. I don't think this is like a bury you for something like that.
Right. Yeah, and if we would happen to get that guy from, if we happen to get, is it Kaysen or Carson? Anyway, Carson Gordon, we could do a lot of, threat because we have a couple of good running backs, Cameron Dickey and Quentin Joyner. We got some pretty good running backs, and then we got a couple of freshmen coming in who are pretty good. And so Jacoby Williams is another guy that helped us out last year. And so we got some good running backs that dual threat might work out for us if he comes able to come in and we have to play him, maybe the first 3 games because we don't have our starting guy Sorsby. So we'll see. I think they're trying to do some kind of injunction, I believe. So maybe they can delay this and possibly be able to have him play this season.
Yeah.
And then take it into the off season somehow, or be able to just kind of push it into the off season with the injunction. But we'll see what happens. There's supposed to be a hearing, I think Monday, I believe. But anyway, next week for sure, there's supposed to be some kind of hearing on an injunction. We'll see what happens, so he can regain his ability. I hope he does. I mean, I get it. He did some gambling, whatever, and whatnot. But I mean, it's not like the NCAA didn't know about this, in Cincinnati.
The biggest thing, man, is with players, man. They'll I mean, there are all kinds of investigations going on. I mean, we know that boosters pay guys under the table, different. So, what'll happen is, man, once you become a target, they'll they'll zero in on the bullseye and try to take you out. So they've known this guy's had this issue, had this problem going on for quite some time, and then they finally just wanted to blackmail him and put him out there, man, and kind of just. Because listen to why they're doing
the same thing Texas did.
You know why they're doing it is because who expected you guys to be prominent and to get to where you guys got last year?
Right.
Nobody. So they got to figure out a way.
No one expects us to be in the last Final Four teams.
When a team is doing good and thriving, they want to figure out a way to nail them to the cross. Even with Georgia, I mean, every time I turn on the news, every time I look on ESPN, Georgia football players, drugs, alcohol, speeding, and it's all. And Kirby's the type of guy. Look, man, bye. No nonsense. He's not fighting because it keeps happening over and over again, and you got to find a way to nip that in the bud. But for this guy, man, get a guy a second chance, not a repeat offender.
Yeah. So, any other college stuff you want to highlight?
No. I think that's the biggest news with that. I mean, that was out of the news.
I know you mentioned Ohio State, Texas. That's week 2.
Yeah, that's
week 1, and then week 2 play Ohio State.
Yeah, we're still on the same. You still got your top tier guys coming out the bat. You know, your Georgia, Ohio State, Bama, Michigan, Texas, Oregon. Do you think that? Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just going to ask you, but you want to ask yours first.
Do you think they're going to expand this college football playoff more than 12?
Oh, yeah. They'll expand it. I feel
like and my reason, and I was thinking this is because, man, you get teams like James Madison or Tulane. I mean, these guys, they deserve to be there because they've won their conference and won their whatever they've done really, really well. But
they deserve to be there? I mean, didn't we all feel like they're going to get rolled up?
So Flo, I got to be honest, man. They're expanding the NCAA men's and women's basketball tournament. Is it 64 teams? No more. No.
Yeah, it's 64, but they have the ones on the bubble. I forget what they call them. They're like playing.
Yeah, so they're trying to structure it where it's going to be 68 teams moving into March Madness. So my thing is to deviate and go back to the football. If I'm a Tulane or I'm a Georgia Southern or I'm a FBS school like Jackson State or something of that nature, man, these guys have won the MEAC, SWAC. They played great football. They won their conference. When you look at the HBCU teams, they only have the Celebration Bowl. They have it every year in Atlanta, so it's either the SWAC, MEAC. But you got teams that are good FBS schools that have won their conference. They've done well. Give these guys a winning shot to at least play and perform in a bowl. And what I mean by that is, man, these guys haven't been on a big stage. They haven't played at a large-scale stadium. They haven't gotten all the bowl gifts and the bowl incentives like other teams. They'll get it once, and then, like James Madison, they got their brains kicked in.
Why don't they just give them a bigger bowl and just – they don't have to make the playoffs necessarily. Just get them a nice bowl.
Now, that's okay. So put them in a bowl like, for example, the Hawaii Bowl. We're James Madison. We've never been to Hawaii. Take all these guys to Hawaii. Let them get, tour the island. Let them go to a luau. That's what they got to consider, man. Because what happens is you get these guys that win their division, win their conference, and then it's like they get beat. The only team last year that really surprised me, and they played under adversity, all the issues that were going on, was Ole Miss. Ole Miss was an underdog. Lane Kiffin left them. They got their interim head coach, which is the current head coach, went in and they won. Yeah. But they got to figure out a way to incentivize these guys, man. They do.
Yeah.
That's my take.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
With the whole college football, with that landscape.
Here's the other thing. Do you feel like Oregon, they have probably one of the best defensive lines now in the country? Will they be running the Big Ten this season as long as their offense clicks instead of Ohio State?
It's gonna be hard to say. It's gonna be hard to say, man, because we're used to the Michigan, we're used to the Ohio State.
But, I mean,
Big
they have kind of a defensive line like we had last year. Coming back this year, of course, pretty much all of our guys got drafted. They all went to the draft. All of our line. You know, we had
the thing I like about Oregon. I mean, you got Dan Lanning. I think he's able to hold and run the organization in a good spot. But at the end of the day, man, you still got your powerhouses like your Ohio State and your Michigan. So it depends on how these guys come out and play, the strength of schedule, and how they match up throughout the year, man. Because what happens, especially with the Big Ten, man, I've seen where Ohio State, Michigan, those guys have perfect seasons, and they come down to each other and they end up beating each other up at the end of the year. Yeah,
but I mean, if you're in the trenches, you're good, especially on the defensive line. You're going to be really
offensive defensive lines. That's where you're going to win your football game. Yeah,
especially in college, you got a good defensive line. I mean, you're going to be able to the quarterback, and you're going to be able to limit scoring because the quarterback's not going to have time and things like that. So I just feel like because you don't have a lot of great quarterbacks. This year's going to be a better year for quarterbacks in the college. Coming in for the
going draft. To the draft. This class year will be a good draft.
Yeah, what do you think? I think the guy from Oregon's going to come out. You have Manning coming out. You have quite a few guys coming out. Have a better draft for this.
The draft class.
This draft class is going to be better than before. At least a lot deeper than last year.
Manny Quinn Ewers. Did Quinn Ewers didn't come out, did he?
Did he? I think he did. He got drafted.
Yeah. What about? Yeah. You're right. Quinn Ewers didn't come out, and what's his name came out? What's that kid's name? He came out too. Miami. Carson Beck went to Arizona.
Carson Beck, yeah.
He went to Arizona. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I mean, here's the question though, man. These guys come out with this next class. I mean, where do you see them being positioned? Mm-hmm. I mean, Arch Manning's at the top. That kid, that Moore kid out of Oregon is pretty good too.
Right, Moore. Mm-hmm. Dante Moore.
Yeah, and Malachi Nelson.
Right.
I mean,
a few more, a little deeper than it's been, especially last year. Last year, you basically had one guy that was a first rounder.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's in the back.
All right. So let's. Yeah. That's. No. There's nobody back there. No. My wife, my daughter missed one. Yeah. All right. So let's go to the NBA Finals projections. The Knicks and the Spurs. We talked a little bit about this. The Spurs that have home court advantage starts June 3rd in San Antonio. Spurs now are heavy favorites. I think we both talked about this. Either the Thunder or the Spurs were going to be heavy favorites against the Knicks. Give me your thoughts on this series, how you kind of see it playing out. Just kind of early thoughts, not seeing them play. And I know you were talking about they're going to be San Antonio might be tired, after a long series, and the Knicks are rested up. Kind of give me your thoughts on this series as we're about to start it up.
All right, man. So if we look at this, is a rematch of the NBA Finals that occurred back in 1999. In 1999, Tim Duncan, Wake Forest graduate, was only 23 years old when he was the leader of the Spurs, or like the helm of the organization. 2026, we have.
Dave Robinson was still there. Dave Robinson was still there. Yeah. And
then this year we have 22-year-old Victor Wembanyama, who's kind of the leader of the organization. 1999, Rick Brunson was the point guard that played for the New York Knicks. 2026, Jalen Brunson. In 99, you guys beat the Spurs and Minnesota to get to the finals. This year, you guys ended up beating OKC. And who did you guys beat in the previous round? Lake Show, wasn't it?
The Timberwolves.
Same kind of layout.
And the Timberwolves, remember, they made the last two conference finals.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a tough road to get here.
1999.
The Knicks didn't go through as tough a road, I don't think.
Yeah. the crazy thing about the 1999 Knicks, they ended up beating the Hawks, and then the Knicks this year swept the Hawks as well. 99, Ewing got injured, and then 2026, Mitchell Robertson got injured. The game kicks off best of 7. The biggest thing is on Wednesday night, San Antonio, best of 7. Wembanyama's like your key leader. Jalen Brunson is the key leader for the Knicks. The Spurs, you guys have a young core of athletes. The Knicks, this is their first time being back in the finals since 1999. Rematch. Here's what I project.
All different players, though.
Yeah.
Totally different teams.
Here's what I think. And I mentioned this, a few times. My biggest thing is rest. I think rest, recovery, and being resilient are big things in playing basketball. You guys have just came off the road. You guys got about 72 hours to get in gear and be ready to play basketball, right? Mm-hmm. The Knicks have had adequate time to rest, relax, recover, and they're resilient. They're ready to play ball.
Right.
Game one.
Rest versus rust, and they talk about it.
Yeah,
all the time.
Game one will tell me a lot about what the series is going to look like. When I look at you all, you guys have a scoring advantage. Who's going to match up with him from the Knicks?
I mean, they got a couple of guys. I think they say Towns played him well when they played against them in the regular season. I think they went 1-1 against them. Mm-hmm. So, I feel like they got a couple of big bodies that can bang with him, at least, give him some trouble.
And you guys have length, y'all have shot blocking, y'all have elite interior defense, man. When you look at the Knicks, bro, them guys won 11 game with playoff win streak.
Yeah,
they swept the Cavs.
Remember we played in the NBA Cup, I think.
Yeah, and the cup, and I think they won the cup.
Yeah. The Knicks did, right? Yeah,
so they can match you all physically and they can crash the boards. The thing for both teams, man, controlling the ball, playing your position and playing your role. Mm-hmm. And man, for you guys, if y'all can just slice the turnovers in half, I think that you'll be successful. I'm gonna give you my honest prediction for game one. It'll be close across the board. I think, and this is just me, the Knicks need to come in and steal game one and make a statement, which will put the onus back on you all. Right? Put the onus back on you all. Y'all come out and win game two. But if y'all come out striking and win game one, then the table's turning. I really can't say.
Yeah. Well, what are you thinking? Do you thinking what kind of series is going to be? Be a sweep, a 5, 3-2.
I really think it's going to go down.
7 games.
7 games down to the wire, man.
7 games. You think so?
The NBA gonna make it interesting, man. It's kind of like they did this last series.
You saying the NBA is gonna make sure it goes long? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, man, and I hope they do make it go long. To be honest, man.
Conspiracy theory now, like the refs are gonna make this a long series every
bro.
time.
I mean, it's hard to trust anything with sports now, man. I mean, it's hard because you got refs, you got the bookies. I mean, it's a lot that goes into sports that me and you don't see.
Right.
I've never seen OKC lose 2 games in a row, but it happened. But it happened last night. So
yeah, but I feel like last night the refs kind of stayed away from it.
Yeah, and then
out of it
and then you
where it
and then
feels like the other games were a little more, keeping OKC in it. I feel like we could have won a couple of those if the refs wouldn't have been so.
And then what happened is you put the onus on SGA. That guy, he couldn't carry that weight by himself. But like I said, I'll be honest. I think I like the Knicks in game one, man.
You like the Knicks in game one?
Yeah, and like I said, I'm gonna stick to my guns. What I told you all last week on the show. It's now or never for the Knicks. It's now or never. You got the right coach in Mike Brown. You have the right key pieces to win. You get rid of Tom Thibodeau, Tom Thibodeau had a really, really good team.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you do with Tom Thibodeau? They lost in the playoffs. What do you do?
Right.
You bring in a guy, Mike Brown, playoff experience, won championships with teams with Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
They got to win now, man. To solidify Jalen Brunson and to solidify that organization.
Right.
They got to win now, man. 63 years is a long time.
Right. Yeah, I think, with Brunson is something similar to SGA in the fact that he's a guy who likes to create a shot. He likes to go in there and get in there with the the big guys and take people off the dribble and do those kind of things, maybe create off the dribble. But I think, with Castle, Harper, Fox, I think all these guys are going to play him tight. I think they're going to play him. I don't think they're going to double him much. I think they're going to allow him to, if they get past, Wemby's going to be there waiting. And so he's going to have to adjust. And I think it's Brunson. If Brunson can continue to go off like he has, I think the Knicks have a shot. I think they have a shot. But if he doesn't find a way to get in there and, create his own shot and create good shots,
it's going to be tough. I think Castle got the ability to lock down Brunson.
Yeah, Castle, and you got Vassell and Harper as well. Yeah. And I think that they can take a little more chances because they know Wemby's back there waiting, and so they feel like they can take a little more chances on defense. Because he's going to clean up around the rim, and so we'll see what happens. I think because of the youth, they're going to be able to recover a little better. I think they're going to be able to get in there and. Youth is a big deal. You remember when you're younger, you can recover a lot faster than you can now. You know what I'm saying? So these guys are all in their early 20s, mid 20s. Mm-hmm. I think they're gonna be able to recover. They got a couple of days rest. I think those 3 or 4 days in between, and so I think they're gonna be fine for game one. I think the Spurs, if they really want to win this, they gotta take control early, and I think they gotta win the first 2 games. And then win one in New York and try and make this a gentleman's sweep. I think that's the Spurs' key here. Make this a gentleman's sweep at the very least. I don't think they can sweep the Knicks because I think the Knicks they're playing too good of basketball right now, and so they can pull at least one game off at home. They might pull both games at home, and they'll be 2-2 going back to San Antonio. But I feel like if San Antonio can take care of business at home and then steal one in New York, I think this series is pretty much over. I think that's the key for them. They don't want this series to drag out 7 games. They just came through a 7-game series, and and the other thing is maybe it is a good thing for the Spurs because they've been through it, and the Knicks, they've been kind of cruising through playoffs. They haven't really been challenged.
Right. So, the playoffs for them was a breeze, but now, right. That's why I said. The better matchup with them would have been OKC, but my thing is this, man. I feel good about them. I'm gonna take a well-rested guy than a guy that's because you all played. Let me be honest. You guys played better Game 6 than Game 7. Mm-hmm. Spurs played a hell of a Game 6. Yeah. Game 7, you guys kind of.
Well, to be fair, I mean both teams were fighting. This was lose and go home. This was This was the game of this was it. So I could see that the Thunder are going to be fighting to stay in because they're the champs and they don't want to lose at home. And then of course the Spurs are trying to overcome. And I think you saw a lot of character in the Spurs being able to withstand every time the Thunder came back. The Spurs responded. Despite how long this series was, they kept responding. Every time the Thunder would get close, and the Spurs would respond.
And they found a way to do that.
They found a way to win. I think that says a lot for these guys being this young. Like I said before, usually you gotta go through the heartache first. Lose in the second round, lose in the conference finals, and then come back. And I just feel like, man, this was really surprising. Remember, I told you that I thought if the Spurs didn't win in 6, I thought that OKC was probably going to pull this out.
Man, and like I said, I was banking on. I was like, man, these guys in front of the home crowd, but it looked like, man, y'all could have painted that whole arena black, and I mean, I'm telling you, it could have been another home game for y'all, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, we played well. I was surprised. I'm glad everybody contributed. I think this, despite the physicality of it, I think the experience is what is really going to help us against the Knicks. Because the Knicks are a pretty tough team. The Thunder are a tough team. And so I think that the physicality of this game is going to help them in the next series, because I feel like they've been able to go through a very physical series, and I think that helps them going into this game. Only because they're young, I think they can recover a little better, and I think the youth is really going to help them in the physical part of it.
Yeah, and like I said,
we'll see how much experience they know that help them to get through and be able to break through and win the championship. We'll see.
Well, the team that's youthful and that has the ability to go the duration like you all can, like I said, I think you guys will be the face of the NBA, potentially winning the finals. And
if Wemby wins, is he the best player in the NBA now? Is he be considered the best player now in the NBA if they win the championship?
No doubt, because he'll end up winning. If you guys win it, he'll be the MVP of the finals. No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
All right, let us know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys. We're just here, two of us, talking a little sports. A little laid back this time, just chilling. A little NBA, a little MLB.
College football.
College football. A little controversial. Let us know what you guys think about all those topics. We'll go back and check the comments. If you see this on the repeat, we appreciate you. Any final thoughts for the peeps out there?
No, man. Appreciate everybody for supporting us, tuning in, man. We're trying to keep building the numbers. So if you get a invite from me via Facebook, please accept on my behalf and Flo's behalf, as well as Hot Rod, man, so that we can continue to build the bottom line brand, continue to add, more sports and different things like that, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, supporting us, and all that good stuff.
Appreciate everybody. We made it to the 2K mark, going for 2.1K. Help us out.
We're gonna hit 2.5 before football season.
Yeah, hopefully that'd be nice. But yeah, 2.1 is the next step going into the NFL, maybe 2.2. We'll see. But like, share, subscribe, or join the Facebook group, all that good stuff. Appreciate everybody out there. Appreciate comments. Appreciate Keith coming in here and sharing. And y'all have a good Sunday, the Lord's Day. I had to work, but for the Lord's Day. And you guys take care out there. God bless. And we'll see you next time on the Bottom Line Sports.
I'll see you in the back, bro.
All right, man.
All right.